All right, let's see here. Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode here on Jay's Learning School. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I want to welcome you to today's stream. In today's lesson, I am going to teach you various idioms that have the word talk. And so we're going to look at a list of about 20 to 25 different words or phrases that you can use in your everyday conversations. And again, all of these idioms or phrases have the word talk in them. And as usual, you know, I'm going to give you some example sentences and we're going to have a great time on today's lesson. I will be reading all of the chat messages. So join me down in the chat discussion. As always, make sure that you're paying attention. I'm going to have 3 or 4 different quiz questions today, as always, and we're going to have a good time in today's lesson. So let's get into it. I hope you're ready to learn. I hope you're ready to have a great time. Let's go. So the first idiom using the word talk is heart to heart talk. A heart to heart talk. So let's say you have a friend or a relative that is having a difficult time in life. Maybe they had a loved one that died. Maybe they had a vehicle that no longer works, and you need to talk to them seriously. You want to motivate them, encourage them. That is what we call a heart-to-heart talk. Or a mother may say to her husband, I want you to go talk to our son. He seems to be a little depressed. I think you need to have a heart-to-heart talk with him. So have a very serious conversation, a motivating conversation, or something that's going to point someone in the right direction. Small talk. Okay, small talk is usually talk that you have with someone before you get to the meat of a subject or what you really want to talk about. So for instance, before I start my videos, my lessons, I have small talk. Welcome to the channel. My name is Jay. Go ahead and subscribe, hit the like button, la da 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 da. So people call that small talk. Okay. Or you may bump into someone and they're like, hey, the weather's nice today. Hey, that's a nice shirt you have on. And you know you two have something to talk about. So you may say, you know what? Let's forget all of the small talk and let's go ahead and deal with this particular issue. And that is what we call small talk. Talking out of your head. Okay. She was drunk last night and she was talking out of her head. So let's just say someone was drunk and they were talking out of their head. They may just, you know, I love you. I have always loved you since I was a little child. And oh, hold me. That talking out of your head. Or sometimes someone is asleep and they're just like, I want a donut. I want some chocolate milk. And you make fun of them and you say, oh, last night you were sleeping and just talking out of your head. Okay. So they're just murmuring or gibberish. They're talking and not really making sense. You know, you're sleeping. Don't come in. Don't come in the house. No, they're talking out of their head. Okay, talking points. Talking points. So you may say, let's say you have a speech to make and you have 5 different points that you want to give your audience. Those 5 points would be considered talking points. Okay. Those are your main subject or the main things that you want to discuss in your particular conversation or your public speech. And those are what we call talking points. So when I do my lessons, I have different things that I'm going to discuss. Those are my talking points. Talking out of both sides of your mouth. Talking out of both sides of your mouth. And let me say, I hope that everyone is able to see the stream. I'm getting a notice saying that there's a little difficulty with the connection. It's back to normal now. So when someone is talking out of the both sides of their mouth, they're lying. Okay, you may say, look, yesterday you said one thing and today you're saying something different. That's what we call talking out of the both sides of your mouth. They straight up lying. They're not telling you the truth. Okay. So you may say, what time did you go to work yesterday? And someone may say, I went to work at 9 o'clock. But then you may come back and say, so what time did you say you went to work yesterday? I went to work at 11 o'clock. And so you see that right there? You know, you messed up. They're talking out of both sides of their mouth. Or someone may say, man, I really like her. She's a nice girl. But then you talk to them again and you say, man, I can't stand her. I can't hang around her. Her head's big and her breath stinks. They're talking out of both sides of their mouth. So they're saying 2 different things about a particular person or a situation. So that's what we call talking out of both sides of your mouth. Talk a fish out of water. Talk a fish out of water. So when we use this particular phrase, we're basically saying that someone is a fast talker or they could sell you anything. Okay. So I may be trying to sell you this shirt, but this shirt may not be your size. But because I can talk a fish out of water, I can convince you that you need to buy this shirt anyway. You know, yeah, this shirt may not fit you, but it'll fit your husband or it'll fit your son. It's a really good deal. You might want to take advantage of this. And that's what we call talking a fish out of water. So you may say, yeah, that guy over there, he's a great salesman. He can talk a fish out of water. And so water is something a fish needs. And if they don't have it, they'll die. But they're such a good conversationalist, or there's someone that's so persuasive, they can get you to do what you really don't want to do. Talk of the town. Okay. Talk of the town. So when someone is the talk of the town, they're a part of everyone's conversation. Man, can you believe that he married that girl? They are the talk of the town. And you know, when I went to the wedding, they got to fighting at the wedding. The wedding is the talk of the town. Did you see his new car? Oh my goodness. That car is the talk of the town. Okay. Did you hear who won the lottery? They won $400 million. They are the talk of the town. So everybody's talking about that money. All right, here's our first pop quiz question for the first section. It's a fill in the blank. Enough of the blank. Let's get down to business. How would you complete that? Enough of the blank. Let's get down to business. All right, let's go to our next section. And I want to welcome everyone that's new to the stream. Money talks. Money talks. So when we say money talks, it's a phrase that describes, I don't care what you have to say. Let's see if you can put some money on the table. Okay. Money talks. You know, I probably won't go out on a date with you, but since you said you would pay for it, money does talk. Okay. I was going to sell you this shirt for $5, but he offered to buy this same shirt for $20. I'm sorry. You do know money talks. Okay. So that's how we would use that particular phrase. Another phrase using the word talk is back talk. Okay. If you keep giving me back talk, I'm going to smack you in the lip. That's what my grandmother would say. Okay. Keep talking back or giving me back talk. So when someone is back talking or giving you talk back, they are basically responding to you in a disrespectful manner. Okay. So you may say, I need you to take the trash out, Jay. And I may say, take the trash out yourself. Did you? That's back talk. Okay. What's wrong with your hands? What's wrong with your feet? Take the trash out yourself. That's back talk. And when I was growing up, if you gave back talk to grown-ups, you might get jacked up. So, and when a person gets jacked up, you may get grabbed, you may get popped. Okay. So something detrimental or harmful may happen to you. Back talk. Okay. So let's go to our next one. Double talk. Okay. Double talk. So when you use the phrase double talk, it's basically saying that someone is lying to you. Why are you giving me so much double talk? Okay. So for instance, I may say, do you like her? She's cute. Do you like her? You may say, nah, I don't like her. I mean, I like her, but not like that. I mean, I like her like a sister. That's a lot of double talk. Just tell me, do you like her? Okay. So first you telling me you like her. She's cute, but you like her like a sister. And it's confusing. And so that is what we would consider double talk. So if you were going to buy a vehicle and the salesman told you, oh, this is a great car. You shouldn't have any problems with it. But I will say it does make a small noise when you turn to the right, and sometimes the lights don't work. But besides that, it's a great car. That's double talk. So he's telling you it's a good car, but then he starts naming minor issues. He lying. Don't buy that car. All right. A pep talk. A pep talk. So a pep talk is similar to what we talked about earlier, a heart-to-heart talk. So a pep talk is basically an encouraging conversation. Okay. I need to give my daughter a little pep talk about the young men that she is dating. Okay, so I need to give her a little heart to heart or we need to have an important discussion, a pep talk. Okay, or I may come to my wife and we may have been arguing for the last few days, and I may say, hon, I really love you and I'm sorry about the way I talk to you. Give me a kiss. That's a little pep talk. Okay, so I'm trying to encourage her and get our relationship back into a great place, a pep talk. Like talking to a brick wall, okay? Talking to some people is like talking to a brick wall. They're not listening to you, okay? They're not receiving whatever it is that you're saying. They're ignoring you. That's what it's like to talk to a brick wall. And so my parents used to say, are you listening to me? Are you hard-headed? Talking to you is like talking to a brick wall. Or, sometimes parents, we say, I'm beginning to sound like a broken record. It's like talking to a brick wall. So they were communicating that I was not listening to them. Okay, I was not responding or following directions. I was hard to work with. So that's what the phrase like talking to a brick wall means. Talk to yourself. And this is something I do quite often. You talk to yourself from time to time. Okay, you're riding in the car and you're like, what do I need to do today? I need to go to the grocery store. I need to call my wife. I need to pick up my child from school. You're talking to yourself, okay? And some people consider it weird when you answer yourself. You know, did you close the garage when you left the house? And yeah, you closed the garage. You're talking to yourself. You're motivating yourself, okay? Talk to yourself. All talk. Okay, all talk. So you'll bump into some people in life. They are all talk. They always say what they're going to do, or they always talk about what they want to have or places they want to go, but they never accomplish what they talk about. They are all talk. Okay. And there are a lot of people that are all talk. Man, you know what? One day I'm going to fly on an airplane and I'm going to go on vacation. And they're always talking about, I'm going to fly on an airplane, but they never do it. It's been 5 years and they never do it. They are all talk. Or I may tell my wife one day, girl, you know what? I'm going to take you to that restaurant. 2 weeks pass by. I'm going to take you to that restaurant one day. A month passed by. You know what? I'm going to take you to that restaurant. And she responds, Jay, you all talk. That's all you do. You just tell me what you're going to do, but you never, ever do it. All talk. Okay, let's look at our second pop quiz question for today's lesson. How would you complete this? He is such a liar. Every time I ask what happened, he gives me nothing but blank. He is such a liar. Every time I ask what happened, he gives me nothing but blank. How would you complete this particular sentence? Leave your answer down in the comments section. All right, I believe we're on the last section of today. I think I'm having too much fun. Talk some sense. Talk some sense to a particular person. So when someone is about to make a bad decision or a bad choice, you may need to talk some sense to them, okay? Help them to make better choices or to decide to make a better choice. You need to talk some sense to them. So you may say, you know what? I heard that you were about to buy this new car and it has a 30% interest rate. I just want to talk a little sense into you. You don't want to pay 30% on a car. Okay. Let me talk some sense into you. Are you sure you want to buy this particular house? You know, it only has 1 bedroom, but they are selling this 1 bedroom house for $700,000. And it doesn't even come with 1 acre of land. Let me talk some sense into you. I surely would not buy that unless the house was on some gold. Okay. Talking up something. Okay, this is a popular phrase that we use in English. Talking up something. So when you talk up something, someone is really making something seem better than what it really is. So back to the car salesman, if they're trying to sell you a bad vehicle, but they're really talking the car up. Oh man, it has a new set of tires on it. Oh wow, a brand new radio system. Okay, the The AC is ice cold. Oh, it has low mileage. The salesman is talking up this vehicle. Okay. Or you may not have been on a date in a long time and your friend is talking up a particular person. Well, he's in school. He has a job. He has a car. He has his own place. Girl, you ought to go out with him. And he's cute. Girl, I'm telling you, if you don't go out with him, I'm going to go out. So she's talking up this particular young man. Wow, I'm having a great time. These are some great examples. Talking my head off. Okay, so there's some people, that's all they can talk. I bumped into someone on Sunday and I had to end the conversation because she was talking my head off. She was. I knew if I just sat there and listened, I would be there for 45 minutes. This woman was talking my head off. And I was ready to go. So someone that will talk your head off or is talking your head off, they can go. They can talk. Okay. They won't let you respond. They'll go from one story to another story. And when I see people like that coming my way, I try to go the other way. I speak, but I know they can talk. They can go. Talk smack. Okay. So when a person talk smack, they are trash talking. Okay. They're trying to intimidate you. So two athletes may talk smack. You can't hit this shot. You can't hit it. Oh, you sorry. They're talking smack, trying to intimidate one another. Or maybe you and a friend are talking smack and you're talking to one another in a comical way. So, you may say, yeah, girl, he's cute, but he got a big head. You quit talking smack about my boyfriend. So you're talking back and forth, whether you're making jokes or trying to intimidate a person, you're talking smack. Okay. So you may say, boy, your mama head so small. She sleeps on tea bags for pillows. Quit talking smack about my mama, Okay. And then I may say, well, you know what? Your mama head so big, she got to step into her t-shirts. So talking smack. Jive talk. Okay. Now that's another way to just say that, we're not really talking about anything. We're just talking about random things. Yeah, man. So, I went to the game last night. Man, I saw this girl and, she wouldn't act right. She wouldn't give me her number, man. So, I jive talk. Or it's kind of similar to talking smack. You're just talking about things that really are vanity or have no purpose. Okay. Jive talk. Okay. Talk turkey. Sounds funny. But to talk turkey means to talk about business. Okay. All right. So if I'm, again, selling you a car and I'm asking you about the weather and how's your wife, and you look, let's just talk turkey. Okay. Let's talk about this car. I don't want to talk about the weather. I don't want to talk about my wife. I want to talk about this car. Let's talk turkey. Okay. When you come to my channel, I talk turkey. I get right to it. I want to help you to speak better English. Jay is going to talk turkey. I'm not going to waste your time. All right. Here's today's last pop quiz question. Let's see if you can get this one correct. I am going to hit you square in the mouth. I mean, just violent. If you keep blank about my wife. Wow. I am going to hit you square in the mouth if you keep blank about my wife. So using one of the idioms in the last section, how would you complete this sentence? Let's see if you can get that correct. Oh, wow. I have given you so many different idioms today that I hope will help improve your English. Before I get out of here, let's look at a recent comment from one of the subscribers. And this is from Augustine. And the comment is very simple, but very encouraging to me. Good job. I responded with a thumbs up and a thank you. I really appreciate it. You know, I take a lot of time and effort to put these videos together, and I am so grateful when you show appreciation with a comment or with a like. And I will say, if you have enjoyed today's lesson, if you have learned something, if I brightened your day, but specifically if I've helped you speak English just a little bit better or understand English just a little bit better, please take time to give me a like. That would really help the channel, and that would help me grow and find other people that want to learn to speak English just a little bit better. So I'm so grateful if you're still hanging around till the end of today's lesson, or if you watched today's lesson, I say thank you. And I hope you join me on my next lesson. Until then, make sure you check out some of these videos right here. My name is Jay, and I hope you join me next time. Have a great day. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed today's lesson, be sure to hit the like button and the subscribe button. Also, enjoy these videos that will help you understand and speak better English. My name is Jay, and I hope you join me on my next lesson.